What's poppin', lovely gang? How y'all doing? I hope y'all doing great. Um, I'm here today to give y'all what y'all asking for. But before we get into that, for those who don't know me, my name is Ashley, aka Lily. Um, so yeah, let's get into this video. So the purpose of this video pretty much is my part two to my Q&A. I did a live on IG that I posted, and this is me doing a few more questions, and also kind of just, I need to address some things. Like I said in my video before, I got some stuff on my chest, and I think there's some things that need to be said. I've been quiet. I haven't said too much. I'm not going to say too much in this video as well, just simply because when I'm ready to fully put my piece out, I'm going to give everything that I have to say and everything that I feel or felt, my experience, all that good stuff in a whole different video. So I don't want to drag it out too much. But yeah, I do have some things that I need to say, some things I need to get off my chest. So I hope you enjoy. I hope you can continue to give me some more suggestions on what I can do to be great for you guys so that I can keep giving you the content that you're looking for. Those who follow me on IG, you know that I am back home in Chicago right now. It's been hectic. August is learning a whole new place, so he's been all over the place. I haven't really been able to sit down and really, put my all into this. I don't want to give you anything that is half-assed. I don't want to give you anything that is, you know, tiring. Although I am very much exhausted, y'all. Excuse me. Oof. My goodies. No, but for real though, I'm very much exhausted. I have my hands on a lot. And when I say that, just to give you, kind of like an insight a little bit what I got going on right now, besides working from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. to 6 in the morning, between being a full-time parent, besides just everyday life struggles and everything. I am in the process of moving. I'm trying to finalize on a place that I would like to move to and just get that process started, because y'all know this moving process be too much for no reason, if you ask me. But that being said, let's go ahead and get into this video. These are some questions that were brought to my attention after I finished my live. If you feel like I still haven't answered your question, or there's something you still want to know, feel free to leave a comment below or hit me up on IG. Talk to me. I want to hear what y'all want to know. That being said, my first question is, who does my hair and where do I get my hair from? So I do my own hair. I don't know about y'all, but I'm one of those people, when I get my hair done, I'm still back in the mirror when I get home, like, oh, sweetie, she didn't do my swoop like how I needed to be, or she didn't, do this, do that, or whatever. And from that, I got tired of doing that. Like, why am I spending money to get my hair done and I still gotta go home and fix it? That doesn't, make it make sense. So I taught myself how to do my hair to my liking, to what I want. As far as where do I get my hair from, I kind of have a few different people that I go to. The hair that you all have been asking about is the wig that I have on right now. I've had this hair for almost 3 years now. Very great quality, very, 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 very great quality. I don't have any complaints about it. Very thick. When I wash her, she comes back to life, baby. Right now, I knew that I was traveling, so I haven't really been doing anything. I've been kind of just sticking to the wet and wavy. I just put these highlights in, just kind of spruce her back up a little bit, give her some life. Yeah. So sorry, my mind is going about 1,000 minutes per second. Yeah. So this hair, I got it from Slay by Blades. She is located in Atlanta. I will make sure I put her information down below. Like I said, very great quality. I haven't had complaints. I've had this hair for quite some time, from going on trips to Mexico and Puerto Rico to, just laying around on it, everything. Like, she has done me no wrong in my eyes, honey. She has always come through. You like, maybe stiff wear. Okay. Okay. But yeah, so this particular wig right here, I just constantly, not constantly, but I just changed the frontal. You know, with frontals, maybe they only last me so long. But other than that, hair is great, wonderful. Another person I get my hair from is Certified Styles. She is in Atlanta as well. She stay booked up though, honey. So getting hair from her, just be a little patient, but it's worth it as well, I promise you. That hair that I had for my birthday was from her. Beautiful hair. Every time I put that wig on, you know, people are like, oh, is that the same wig from your birthday? Yes, ma'am, it is. It sure is. And honey, she does me well too, okay? I'll put her information in the description box as well. The next question is about my nails. So let's get into them real quick. I just got them done before I came out to Chicago. I go to the Salon Tough Ass Nails. They are a nail salon and boutique. They have a few other services as well, like lashes, and my girl, she do tooth gems, so check her out. Her name is Anada. She is the owner of the shop. I've been her client for quite some time, a few years now. She actually kind of helped teach me how to, she taught me how to do nails. Trying to replay that in my head. Did that sound right? What? But yeah, she taught me how to do nails. And yeah, I truly enjoy her work. I am never not pleased when I go in. Honey, she always gives, it's always the shape for me. Like, you know, when you go somewhere and you be looking at it, you just feel like something be off, and you try to explain to them like, no, I want it more like, you know, like this, or can you what's the word I'm looking for? Narrow them out. You know, I don't like those big bulky nails. I have long fingers, thin fingers at that, so I don't like those big bubble nails on my hands. And I talk with my hands a lot, as you can see. So I like to be able to see something that I like when I'm moving. The next question I have is, what are some of August's interests? Right now, his main interest is music. That helps him calm down, that helps him feel good. It grabs his attention for sure. It could be a beat, it could be like a full-on song. Like, he loves movies and shows that have like the sing-along version. Instrumental. I mean, it literally can be anything. Like, when I used to play this one show for him. It was called Buddy on Netflix, I think. And you know, they don't do a lot of talking, but they have a lot of sounds, and like it would like be a part where they would make beats, and his little face would just light up. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love seeing his little face light up. Another one of his interests is anything that's vibrant with color. It's definitely grabbing his attention. Like I stated in my live, he likes being in water, like bath time. He loves bath time, loves water. He's taking a very big liking to my family dog. We call that his best friend. But yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up for right now. I know that every day, you know, he's changing and finding new things that he likes. So it's always interesting to see what his new interests are. My next question is, am I right-handed or left-handed? I am definitely right-handed. However, I can use my left hand. On a side note, I think that Papa's going to be left-handed. I've noticed that he tends to use his left hand a lot, like grabbing his bottle or holding the way he holds his bottle. When it's like feeding time and he feeds himself, he's quick to use his left hand to reach into the containers. You know, just everything that he does, I always notice is that left hand that goes first. I have next, does August have any favorite shows or movies right now? Yes, he does. He likes the movies The Croods and Over the Moon. They're both on Netflix as well. And his favorite show is Word Party. He cannot get enough of either one of those movie shows. He literally gets lost in them. Like, it's the cutest thing I've ever seen. He smiles and laughs at the same parts every time. We literally watch these movies at least once or twice throughout the day. It's like it brings him his sanity. I can't even explain it. Next question is, would I consider myself a night or day person? Definitely a night person. It doesn't help that this job has helped condition me to be up at night. I go to work at 10:30 at night and I don't get off till 6 in the morning. And, you know, constantly doing that, I've just come accustomed to that kind of schedule. However, as soon as I get off work at 6 o'clock in the morning, if I had to take August to the nanny, then I'm going to pick him up immediately, or then I just go home if my sister was able to watch him. And by 6 o'clock, he's usually up and ready for his first bottle of the day. Let's see. But just to add on to that, I mean, I feel like I'm learning to become a morning person. I mean, like when you wake up and you turn over and you see that little face and he's smiling at you. I mean, who couldn't help but to be excited to wake up, be excited to start your day with this little person. How would I describe August's personality? Who, y'all, he is definitely a character, okay? He's funny. He is very sweet and loving when he wants to be. He is very smart. He's curious, adventurous. Like, he loves, like, I'm gonna have to show y'all another time, maybe when I do like a house tour or something. But my bed is one of those platform beds where like all around the frame is a padded storage. He loves hanging off the side of the bed to try to figure out how he's going to get off and how he's going to get back on. He is a very particular little individual. He is vocal in his own way. And by that, I just mean by the expressions he has on his face. Like, you can tell definitely what he has to say from his face. He lets you know what it is at all times. Would I consider myself an introvert? I definitely would say that I have my introvert moments. I do like to have my space from time to time. I do like to kind of get away and go back in my shell and just kind of regroup, recharge, you know, refreshing the mind, the spirit, the body, all of that. Excuse me. I'm definitely one of those people who are big on energy. If your energy ain't right, I don't want it around me. You know, honestly, truly, I'm all about peace. And I feel like a lot of the times I can't quite put my finger on people's intentions. And that's another reason why I kind of like to kind of stay to myself, because I can be very forgiving. I can be very, what's the word I'm looking for? Sympathetic and empathetic. I feel like pull in people who need healing, and that can be very draining. So I've learned to, like I said, have my introvert ways and moments sometimes so that I can just kind of draw back for a moment and gather myself. Let's see. How did I meet my son's father? I met him through a mutual friend, actually. I think he was like when he was back in school, in college. Him and my friend were chit-chatting, and they had fell off. And then, you know, as time goes on, they live their lives. And she had, you know, came across him again and invited him over to my house to come smoke and chop it up with us. And that was when I like officially like really met him for real, and had my own conversation with him. The last question I have here is, how did I get here? And the way I perceive that question is like, how did I get started with YouTube? Yeah, how did I get started with YouTube? So my answer to that is, I was involved in a very unpleasant situation, and that situation became public about 4 or 5 months ago. And from that, it's been a lot of commotion, a lot of talking, not from me per se, but just from a lot of different people. And I just feel like I need to speak up. I feel like it's time for me to speak on what I need to speak on so that I can officially move on as well. You know, I wanted to stay out the way, just keep living my life. I didn't want to be associated with this, even though I am associated with it, but I didn't want to publicly, you know, have to deal with it just because I'm a private person, or at least like I said, I try to be. I feel like because how everything played out, I mean, at this point, it really wasn't a way around it. I mean, I didn't really have a choice but to really come out and kind of say my piece. Like I said, it's been a lot of people who have been speaking on the situation, and I just feel like I don't need anyone to speak for me. I'm tired of people speaking on me, about me, to me indirectly, and, you know, constantly just dragging this whole situation out. I'm definitely ready to keep moving forward. Definitely ready to just kind of close this chapter and start a new book. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. Like, I'm drained, I'm tired. Like, talking about this situation, it's not fun at all. I definitely get in my feelings because it's something that we're still currently dealing with. It's still a lot of kinks that have to be, you know, straightened out. I'm trying to stay as strong as I can for my son. I'm trying to be the best example I can be for my son. I'm trying to just really try to make the most of my situation for what it is. You know, it sucks tremendously, but we're here now. You all have found me, and as a result, I've gotten, you know, mixed reviews and mixed comments and mixed opinions about the situation. And honestly, I'm just going to choose to focus on the positivity. I definitely have gotten my messages where, you know, it's shade being thrown, or, you know, they're very opinionated, or, you know, it's the whole, you'll always be a baby mama, just another baby mama, like, you know, just the commentary. And, you know, I sat down and I had to really think about it. Like, I could really just dwell on this, or I could just keep moving. And I choose to keep moving. So I appreciate all y'all who have been showing nothing but love and support, who want to see me and August win. It touches my heart on a whole nother level, because like I said, I didn't want this. I didn't want the attention. Like, I'm honestly embarrassed to have to even be a part of it. But, you know, at the end of the day, I have to be accountable for my actions and the part that I played. And with that being said, you know, whether it was private, public, whatever, I'm gonna have to take what comes with it. And I'm okay with that. I've learned to be okay with that. I know it's not gonna be the best all the time. I know that people are gonna have their opinions and what they're gonna say. And that's cool. That's cool. I can't change how you feel. I'm not trying to change how you feel. I can't go back in time and change anything. I can't, you know, rewrite the book. It is what it is at this point. And I'm excited to see where we go from here, how we grow from here, and, you know, what's to come, honestly. So now that the questions are done, I would like to go ahead and address a couple things. And if you see me looking down a lot, it's because I have a little handy dandy notebook. I honestly don't even really know where to begin. I guess I'll begin with the fact that the ball was in their court. Once I told them I was pregnant, I told them that however they need to go about it, like if they choose to, you know, bring it to you all, however y'all got to go about it, like, you know, that's y'all's business, you know what I'm saying? Because I know that the platform was under her, and that, you know, they were concerned about, well, if we have to vlog and this, that, and the third, you know, how are we going to do it around the baby? And I mean, I left the ball in their court. I just said, keep me out of it. Like, I don't care to say anything. I'm not going to tell you got to hide your child, you know, from the world. I'm definitely not going to say that, but just keep me out of it. And against my wishes, you know, that's not what happened. And I'm just here to address the fact that yes, I knew about a book, but it was also told to me that the book was supposed to be strictly about just their lives. And that towards the end of the book, they were going to somehow incorporate that, you know, August was here. I was told that they weren't going to say his name, but I was just told that that's how they were planning on introducing it, you know, just putting it at the end of the book. Mind you, when I was told this, I had just had a 4-hour conversation with her. And this was the first time we had ever spoken officially. So at that moment, when I was told this, you know, I'm processing our 4-hour conversation. I'm processing how I'm feeling prior to the conversation, during the conversation, after the conversation. I'm processing what's possibly to come, and then, you know, everything else in between. And once I processed, I definitely contacted his father, and I was like, you know, I was heated. I was like, yo, why am I hearing about a book and not from you? Like, I don't get that. And, you know, he gave me this whole spiel about, oh, it's really not like that. It's strictly about me and her life. And, you know, we're not even going to say his name, and we're not going to talk about you at all. I'm like, okay, that's cool. But in that same sentence, I also said, anything that's said about my son, I want to be able to read it, because I feel like, you know, you're speaking on him. And I told Jeremy that I feel like it would be out of respect. And, he was like, yeah, I get that. 2 days before the book comes out, I get a text from her asking me, like, about a mental check, like, checking in to see how you're doing, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't take nothing of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, at that point we were somewhat on decent pages. August had maybe came around a couple of times. But yeah, like I really wasn't thinking anything of it. And then a few days later, the book drops, and I'm kind of reading some of the comments. I'm trying not to get too involved into it. Like I just wanted to see what people had to say about my son, to be honest. And just kind of get a feel for what people's reactions were, because I was curious. Honestly, I was really curious to see what people were going to have to say. And then after the book dropped, then, of course, the Q&A came out. And with the Q&A, that was when I was, for the first time, hearing, basically, I'm a one-night stand. So it definitely took me back. And I had no idea that he also had stated that in the book. And I didn't know that up until recently, to be honest with y'all, because like I said, I didn't read the book. I didn't care to like get too involved into it. I just wanted to keep moving forward. And, like hearing that, because I didn't get to fully watch the full Q&A. My best friend called me with screen recordings of like bits and pieces of it, and she kind of played it for me. So when I heard that and a couple other the comments, I'm just like what? And at the time, for me, it's just like I said, I'm thinking we're moving forward. I have brought August around a couple times now to meet his sisters. I'm thinking like everything is moving in the better direction. Moving on, like we're getting somewhere. And then it's just like a slap in the face. And it was no warning. It was no, hey, this is what I said. It was no, hey, read this real quick. It was no, hey, do you want to say so? Do you want a voice? It was none of that. It was none of that. I had no voice, no option, nothing. And so hearing that pissed me off. Then we fast forward to her video, her apology video, where she's stating that she asked me if I wanted a voice in this and the third. No, baby girl, you didn't. You did not. Then talking about how I was asked if I wanted to be a part of, or how they were going to ask if I wanted to be a part of the Q&A, but then she decided that it was best that I didn't show up. Yeah, because you knew I wasn't going to go for the one night stand comment, baby. You knew that, like, what? Like, you knew that I wasn't going to go for the, oh, I'm very active in my son's life. And matter of fact, we both are. Like, what? I didn't appreciate it. And I'm going to just leave that at that. As far as my son's father, I just don't understand the point of getting online and, for one, speaking on something that you've never seen before. And it kind of goes to both of them at that, because they both have said it in their videos. Like, I didn't watch the footage, but I was told, and I didn't hear it for myself, but I was told. And I just feel like, how does that make sense? Because if you didn't do your research, then you can't actually give a true response and a true reaction. I didn't appreciate his references to my life. As you can see for yourself, I didn't bash anyone. I didn't, come out of character and go crazy and talk out the side of my neck. I know I could be a very feisty person, yes, but it's because I'm very passionate about how I feel. And I just feel like with all this being done, it didn't have to go this way. And I feel like being that what the outcome is, we both get all of us get our, the commentary, the negative commentary. And then I see that there still are some positive commentaries. So I'm just confused on why you thought it was okay to come online and do all that and say that and make those kind of commentaries when you hadn't even seen what I said. Like everything I said was truthful. I've said it to your face. Like, and when you called me, you was like, oh, I heard, that you went on live the other day and, that you said this and, the people are coming to me calling me a deadbeat. Well, baby, I didn't, those words never came out my mouth, for one. For two, I didn't say anything bad. I called you my friend. And I still stand on that. Like, I may not be his friend in return, but to me, like, the bond that we had, like, that's my friend. Like, that was my friend. I don't feel like I need to come on here and talk bad about anyone, period, because the situation sucks for everybody. Like, but I'm gonna also keep it how it is. I'm gonna keep it the truth. I'm gonna tell it how it is. And I just feel like that was very unnecessary. I feel like as the man who really plays like the biggest part in this, you should have used your platform to come on here and say, listen, y'all, both women are great women. And that's that. There's no need to try to tear one person down or the other person down. Like, I don't understand that. Like, we're all suffering. We all are hurting. We all are getting a short end of a stick. Like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like I never came on here. I never acted an ass. I never came on here and played victim. I never came on here and said, oh, this, that, and the third. Like, no, all I've ever said was that me and my son live in our truth. And I stand on that. And it doesn't matter how ugly the truth gets and what comes from it. It's just a matter of being real and teaching my son now that it means something to be truthful, to stand on the truth, to do what's right, to take accountability, to learn to grow, because we all make mistakes. I mean, the list goes on, and I just feel like that was untasteful. That's how I feel. That was very untasteful. Especially because a lot of the times when I would used to kind of do my little rants on IG, for those who've been following me, it's like we would have these private conversations just to turn around for them to post something on the internet that goes completely backwards from what we just talked about in the conversations we had. And more so, I'm speaking on my child's father. Like, we have multiple conversations, and I'm over it. Like, I held my mouth a lot of the time because of the conversations that me and him would have. And it would just try to be kind of out of respect of us trying to figure out like how we can become the best co-parents we can be. And I didn't want to stir up any extra, foolishness. So I was just going to eat it and just keep it moving. But after a while, it's just like, I'm only going to allow you to keep speaking on me and speaking about me, but for so long. And that's why I'm here to finally say my piece and to exercise my voice, because I have a lot to say. I've been having a lot to say, and I usually just vent to my best friend. Vent to my mom, to my sisters, my friends, like, who've all been with me throughout the whole thing. You know, it's just sad. It's just a sad situation. And it really sucks that, you know, it even had to get as far as it has gotten. But I mean, through it all, I'm blessed, like I said, to have y'all's love and support, for y'all pushing me into this direction of doing YouTube. You know, I really am excited to see, you know, what this brings for me in August, to see, you know, what doors it unlocks for us. It's sad that his father is upset that I'm choosing to make lemonade out of my lemons, as a lot of you all have said. That just, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't have to chase any clout, because at the end of the day, you've gone out with me before. We've been out in public before. You know the attention that I get. You know, in real life, I'm popping, okay? I may not have had a huge following on social media, but that's because even at my job, like, excuse me, I'm always asked, like, what's your IG? What's your IG? Like, if I feel like giving it out, I give it out. If I don't, I don't. Like, I didn't ask for everyone to follow me or to do this, that, and the third, or, you know, oh, go do that. I don't troll. I don't, excuse me, I don't go back and forth with people. Like, I've been constantly living my life and moving forward. Like, I could see if, like, I came on here and I was, oh yeah, I'm the baby mama and da 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 da. Like, I don't have to do all that. Like, like I said, I just want to keep living. I want to keep living my life. I want to keep being better for my son. That's just my main focus. Like, through the good and the bad, that's all that matters to me. His opinion is the only one that matters to me, honestly and truly. And as long as my baby is happy and healthy, then I really could care less what anybody else has to say or feel or think. And it is what it is, honestly. It's time to close this chapter. And I hate talking about this stuff. It puts me in such a serious mood. Ugh. But yeah, I just feel like I'm ready to close this chapter. I'm ready to be done with this, wipe my hands and be done. I'm ready to focus on my baby's Christmas. If you follow me on IG, you've seen today, or yesterday, or whenever you see this, you've seen that he is starting to walk. He's growing up so fast. Yeah, I don't want to miss any moments with my baby. I feel like it's been too much attention put on this situation, and I'm gonna take a step back for a moment and focus on, like I said, my baby's first Christmas. I have been trying to get as much footage as I can to try to give you guys a nice little video, and hopefully it all works out. But yeah, once all that is said and done, and you know, I get back home to Atlanta, I'm definitely going to sit down and give my spill of my truth, my experience, you know, my perspective, and just give it to y'all how it is. And, you know, we can go from there. But I'm pretty sure at this point, you know, everybody is tired of it being drawn out. Like, honestly, it's giving tired. It's giving like some whack ass knockoff version of a love and hip hop storyline, you know, like, really. But yeah, those are the main things that I really wanted to address in this video, that I felt like needed to be said. Like I said, I don't need anyone speaking for me. Those who know my best friend, Hazel, they know that she has a mouth on her. She's her own woman, y'all. She calls me and will be like, oh yeah, by the way, you know, I clapped back at this girl that, you know, earlier today, and I said da 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 da, like, I hope that was cool with you. Most times she doesn't really, you know, ask for my permission or anything of that nature. She says how she feels when she feels what she feels. Been like that since I met her. Very vocal, very blunt. And I mean, if she has time, cool. I mean, cool. Like, I just don't have the patience to be going back and forth with the naysayers and this and the third. Like, I just don't care to do that. Like, that doesn't do anything for me. But like I said, I did want to come on here and speak for myself because I'm very much so capable of doing that. I don't need anyone to speak for me. I don't ask anyone to speak up for me. I don't ask anyone to speak on anything, period. I've had friends who've asked me like, yo, actually, you know, let me say my piece. And I just let them know, like, when the time is right, I'll let you know. But as of right now, I don't need anyone putting in their 2 cents, their extra, you know, razzle dazzle or whatever. Like, it's not that type of it's not that type of party. Like, but yeah, so I just wanted to get that off my chest. You know, I try to keep it cute and short and to the point. Didn't want to do too much rambling. Didn't want to get too, you know, deep into what I have to say. But like I said, definitely stay tuned. I definitely am going to give y'all a full video of just strictly the whole rundown of how I seen it, how it played out to me and my perspective. And I'm going to keep using that word perspective because everybody apparently has their own perspective of the situation. And yeah, so I'm going to tell y'all my truth and y'all going to hear it from me. Period. So y'all be blessed. I am, like I said, working on some new content. So stay tuned. I will see y'all soon. And happy holidays.